A hug is never just a hug. And if you've ever walked away from one wondering, did that mean something or am I overthinking it? You're not crazy. Most men lose momentum with women after the hug, not before it. They either pull away too fast or they stay too stiff or they turn a moment of connection into awkward silence and therefore what could have turned into desire fades. But here's the truth. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do after a hug. So she keeps thinking about you long after you part ways without saying anything risky, without forcing attraction and without killing the moment. And once you understand this, you'll never experience a hug the same way again. Why a hug is a bigger deal than you think. Here's something nobody explains. Attraction doesn't grow during big dramatic moments. It grows in quiet. Transitions, the walk to the car, the pause after laughter, the moment your bodies are close and no one rushes. Hug is one of the few times where words disappear and truth shows up. Because people can rehearse what they say, but their body, their timing, their comfort, that's instinct. That's honesty. And most men miss it because they're busy, wondering, what should I do? Instead of being present. But if you stay with me, I'll show you how to turn that moment into something that makes her want to see you again and not just a lightly. Type 1, the friendly pat hug. This is the hug almost every man gets. First, it's quick, 1 or 2 seconds, minimal body contact, and usually the classic back pat. Warm, polite, safe. Now here's the mistake. A lot of men mentally shut down after this hug. They think, okay, I'm in the friend zone, but that's not what this hug actually means. It means she feels comfortable. And comfort is not attraction, but attraction almost never happens without it. Think about it. No woman moves toward desire with someone who feels unpredictable or tense. Comfort is the doorway, but here's where you win or lose the moment. After the hug, what do you do with the space that follows? Most men rush. They step back. They look away. They fill the silence with pointless words, and therefore the emotional thread breaks. Instead, do this after the hug ends, pause for half a second longer than usual. Hold eye contact, relax your shoulders, and give a slow, calm smile. Not a big grin, not nervous energy. That micro pause says, I'm comfortable here. And comfort mixed with calm presence is what lets attraction grow. But the next hug is where most men accidentally sabotage themselves because it feels better and they don't know how to handle it. Type 2, the firm hug. This hug has weight. Her arms wrap with intention. But the contact is solid. It doesn't feel rushed. And right here, a lot of men panic internally. Their mind starts racing. Is this something? Am I reading this wrong? Should I pull away? So they do the worst possible thing. They end it too fast, and therefore they signal uncertainty. Instead, here's what you do. Match her energy and add 1 calm second. Not squeezing, not tightening, just staying present. Then when you pull back, don't immediately step away. Let the space stay warm. If she smiles or stays facing you or doesn't rush to turn away, that's your signal. And this is where you plant the seed that keeps her on your mind. Say something grounded and personal, like being around you feels easy. Not dramatic, not romantic, just honest. That sentence doesn't chase desire, but it opens the door. But the next type of hug, that's where things quietly shift. Quick pause. If this is hitting home, take 1 second to like the video and subscribe. This channel breaks down female psychology and attraction in a way most men were never taught. If you want to stop guessing and start understanding you're in the right place. Type 3, the lingering hug. This is where timing matters. Lingering hug doesn't announce itself. It happens when neither of you moves right away. Her arms stay wrapped, her body relaxes, breathing slows, and there's a small, quiet pause. That pause is everything because attraction lives in unrushed moments. Now, here's the biggest mistake men make here. They pull away fast because they're afraid of misreading things. But when you do that, you send a message you didn't intend. You signal discomfort. Instead, mirror her stillness. Stay relaxed, stay grounded, and before you release, add 1 subtle action, a gentle squeeze on her back. Slow, intentional, not sexual, not aggressive. It communicates confidence without words. And confidence is what makes a moment feel safe and exciting at the same time. But there's another layer here most men never think about because it happens after the hug ends. What you do in the first 10 seconds after the hug. This part is critical. After the hug, many men immediately switch modes. They go logical. They talk logistics. They break the emotional tone and therefore the feeling dissolves. Instead, you want to extend the emotional state. Here's how. Lower your voice slightly. Speak slower than usual. And say something that keeps the mood grounded. Something like, moments like this make the day better. Or I like how calm things feel around you. Simple, present, unforced. These words don't ask for anything. They frame the moment. And when a moment gets framed, emotionally it sticks. But the next hug, that's where desire starts testing the waters. Type 4, the intimate. Embrace. This one is unmistakable. She leans in fully. Her head rests on your shoulder or near your neck. Her arms hold tighter. Sometimes her hand slowly moves along your back. This hug isn't accidental. It's emotional closeness. And here's the test. Does he stay grounded or does he get awkward? Because when a man rushes out of this hug, he breaks the emotional safety. So don't rush. Let silence exist. If your heart rate stays calm, hers will too. And emotional calm is what allows desire to deepen. If you want to leave a lasting impression here, do this. Before letting go, quietly say her name. Just her name. That's it. Hearing her name in a calm, close moment triggers something powerful. It makes the interaction feel personal, not generic. But here's what most men don't realize. What really keeps her thinking about you happens after you're no longer there. The real reason hugs create desire. It's not the physical contact, it's the emotional contrast. Most of the world feels rushed, noisy, demanding. When you create a moment that feels calm, grounded, and emotionally safe, it stands out. And women remember how they feel around you more than what you say. That's why forcing things never works. Presence works, confidence works, and knowing when not to do anything works best. But if you want her to want you, not just feel comfortable, there's one final thing you must understand. What makes her want to see you again? Desire doesn't come from escalation. It comes from anticipation. If every moment gives everything away, there's nothing left to imagine. So after a meaningful hug, don't linger too long. End the interaction on a high note. Smile, hold eye contact, and say, we'll finish this conversation next time. That line plants curiosity. It tells her the story isn't over, and therefore her mind keeps replaying the moment, wondering what comes next. A hug is never just physical, it's information. Read the energy, match it calmly, don't rush, and let moments breathe. Comfort opens the door, presence deepens. The connection and subtle confidence creates desire. Try this tonight or the next time you see her and notice how the dynamic shifts. Now, I'm curious, what do you think is the biggest sign of attraction during a hug? Is it how long she stays, how close she leans, or how she reacts when it ends? Drop your answer in the comments. I read them all. And if you want to understand what happens after moments like this, why some women suddenly pull closer while others pull away, watch the next video on your screen. I'll see you there.